The King is ready to drop the bombshell nobody saw coming. LeBron James could leave everything behind for one final championship war, and the decision could completely reshape the NBA landscape.
LeBron's agent, Rich Paul, revealed James's potential destinations this morning on the Game Over podcast. According to Paul, the Sixers, Heat, Wolves, Nuggets, and Cavs are the primary options, with the Warriors, Mavs, Celtics, Spurs, and Knicks also in the mix. Love that whiteboard. We are joined now by Anscape senior writer David Dennis Jr. for more. Okay, so David, there's a lot to unpack from that whiteboard. Walk us through your biggest takeaways for a few of the teams referenced, starting with the 76ers.
Okay, Christine, you're going to fill me on this. The 76ers are the new bombshell that has entered the villa in the LeBron James discussion. Nobody was talking about them 3 days ago as a LeBron James potential suitor, but they get Jaylen Brown. That changes things. Maxey, as you see, has an asterisk next to him. That's a Rich Paul guy. Also, this thing makes a ton of sense when you have Maxey, Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, and Embiid. The only problem I have is that Embiid, that health. LeBron, do you want to attach your last year or two to Embiid's health? Not sure about that. Golden State, I was a little concerned when I saw them in the corner because they make so much sense, but Rich Paul explained that the corner being outside the inner circle does not mean they're not legitimate contenders, and I think they are. For me, this is the best spot for LeBron. Him and Steph, they love playing with each other. We saw that in the Olympics. They could be real contenders together. Cleveland, of course, is another one here that we're looking at as a storybook ending for LeBron. You go back to Cleveland, you close the chapter. But one thing I was interested in that Rich Paul said was that LeBron was upset about Darius Garland leaving. He likes Darius Garland, also another Rich Paul guy. But that shows me that there is a little bit of concern about playing with James Harden and also just installing championship culture to that Cavs team.
So the question is, what's the greatest, not season, but career finale? And it's the Sixers.
Really?
Who have not won a title since 1983. I mean, look, the Warriors got one very recently. The Heat got one with LeBron. The Cavs got one with LeBron. We've seen that movie before. The Sixers, what he could do for Philadelphia, a city which, as we both know, does not warm easily to anyone. If LeBron wins the hearts of Philly, which does not quite need him in the way that they used to because they got Jaylen Brown, because they have depth on that roster suddenly, I think that is an incredible finale to a career that, at this point, is predictable only in the sense that he cares about the finale.
The one guy, let's be fair, that he probably doesn't trust is Joel Embiid, because you don't know how many games he'll be available for, and you don't know what will happen to him come playoff time. But we also know this about LeBron, and you're talking about good stories. This guy's entire career has been mapped out. LeBron, or for me, I think he already knows where he's going. And I think it's going to be the Warriors because of what Draymond Green did, opting out of his contract. He sends out the bat signal, and with all this stuff about tampering, I think it's a little bit of a dog and pony show. I think the stuff with Rich Paul and the whiteboard, Pablo, I think a little of that is performative. I think they're just waiting it out. LeBron James is one step ahead of everybody, probably even 2 and 3 steps. I think he knows where he's going. I think it's already been decided. My guess is that it's the Warriors.
The rumor mill has been swirling around LeBron James's future after weeks of speculation. There is a report out there that it's finally decision time, and there are 5 teams reportedly still in the mix. You see it there. Miami, Golden State, Cleveland, Minnesota, and Philly. The 5 teams that LeBron James is allegedly, reportedly going to consider. Let's welcome on Sam Quinn. Sam, we've been having this conversation for what feels like years and months at this point. Does feel like we're getting closer to where LeBron is going to be going. We just talked about it. 5 teams left, and reportedly this is not a financially driven decision. Do you think this is finally it? When do you think we are going to get the news we've been waiting for and know where LeBron James is going to end up?
I would imagine it's coming relatively soon. He's got a couple of podcast appearances lined up for later this week. Thursday and Friday, he'll be doing a live of the barbershop at Fanatics Fest. He's doing a live Mind the Game. He's got a CNBC appearance lined up. I would imagine they either are going to settle this on one of those podcasts or they will get it settled in advance so he can talk about whatever decision that he's made. So I'm guessing it will be at some point in the next few days. but he's not really on any actual timetable here because this isn't a financial decision, because he's willing to take the minimum. He could drag this out as long as he wants. So the tea leaves right now seem to be indicating that it's going to happen soon. The indication has been he has all the information he needs. He's spoken to everybody that he needs to speak to. Obviously, Draymond Green did some recruiting. A couple other players left those voice memos for him. It seems like it's going to happen relatively soon. I'm going to guess in the next few days.
Okay, so when it does happen in the next few days, I got to do another check-in, Sam. Cleveland, Miami, Golden State, Philly, Minnesota. Pick one at this point. What are you leaning towards?
I think all of the tea leaves are leaning towards Cleveland, but again, I don't think anybody really knows anything. I think there's a lot of speculation going on around the league right now. That's the best story. I mean, it's hard to top, going back to the team that drafted you for the second time, ending your career where it began. You're in the Eastern Conference, slightly easier path to the finals, but I don't think anybody really knows. I think LeBron is keeping his cards close to the chest, and any of those 5 teams in the mix do think that they have a realistic chance.
Okay, so let's talk plan B for some of these teams if they don't get LeBron. What about the Timberwolves? What is the move for them if they don't land LeBron?
Yeah, they only have the minimum to work with, and there are not starting level power forwards available at the minimum. LeBron is a very exceptional case here. There is not a backup level LeBron, right? If you're not getting him for the minimum, then you're probably looking just at backups and saying, we've got a couple of big salaries that we could trade with at the deadline. Maybe we keep Dante DiVincenzo, maybe we trade him, maybe we keep Josh Green, maybe we trade him. Could we combine those 2 salaries, bring somebody back who's making starting power forward level money? There is not a free agent out there who can impact their team specifically as much as LeBron James can. LeBron is more than a starting level power forward. He is an all-star level power forward. They do not have access to anybody else that talented.
The NBA is waiting for one decision that could destroy the balance of power across the league. LeBron James is preparing for what could be the final chapter of his legendary career. And this time, it is not about money. It is about legacy. According to LeBron's agent, Rich Paul, on the Game Over podcast, the Kings' potential destinations have been revealed, and the list has created chaos across the basketball world. The Philadelphia 76ers, Miami Heat, Minnesota Timberwolves, Denver Nuggets, and Cleveland Cavaliers are believed to be among the main options. But the story does not stop there. The Golden State Warriors, Dallas Mavericks, Boston Celtics, San Antonio Spurs, and New York Knicks are also reportedly watching closely. The question is no longer whether LeBron can still change a team. Everyone knows he can. The question is, where does LeBron James want to fight his final championship war? And one unexpected team has suddenly entered the conversation. Philadelphia. A few days ago, almost nobody considered Philadelphia a serious LeBron destination. Now, everything has changed. After adding Jaylen Brown, the Sixers suddenly became one of the most interesting teams in the race. A roster featuring Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid, and Jared McCain gives LeBron something he desperately needs: a real chance to compete immediately. There is also a personal connection. Maxey is another Rich Paul client, which could make conversations between both sides even easier. But there is one massive problem: Joel Embiid's health. LeBron understands that championships are won when stars are available. The talent is undeniable. But can he trust Embiid to survive an entire playoff run? That could decide everything. However, Philadelphia offers something no other team can match: a legendary story. The Sixers have not won a championship since 1983. If LeBron James brought a title back to Philadelphia after more than 40 years, it would become one of the greatest endings in sports history. But there is another team that might have the strongest basketball fit: Golden State. If LeBron wants the perfect basketball situation, the Golden State Warriors may be impossible to ignore. Because we have already seen what happens when LeBron James and Stephen Curry share the same floor. Their chemistry during the Olympics was undeniable. 2 legends, 2 basketball minds, 2 players who understand championship pressure better than anyone.
Adding LeBron to Curry and Draymond Green could create one of the most dangerous combinations the NBA has ever seen.
And the rumors became even louder after Draymond Green opted out of his contract. Some around the league believe Golden State could be preparing for a major move. Because with LeBron, nothing happens randomly. He has always been several steps ahead. Many analysts believe the Warriors could be the strongest prediction. But there is one destination that carries more emotion than basketball. A return home. Cleveland. Cleveland Cavaliers. The franchise that drafted him. The city where the legend began. A return to Cleveland would create the ultimate basketball fairy tale. LeBron coming back one final time, ending his career where everything started. It would be almost impossible to write a better script. But there are questions. Rich Paul reportedly revealed that LeBron was disappointed when Darius Garland left Cleveland. That could show concerns about the Cavaliers' current direction, because LeBron is not searching for a rebuilding project. He is searching for a championship machine. And that is why every team involved believes they still have a chance. The expectation around the league is that LeBron's decision could come soon. Reports suggest he has already gathered the information he needs. Teams have made their pitches. Players have reached out. Draymond Green has reportedly been involved in recruiting. And money is not the deciding factor. LeBron can reportedly accept a minimum contract. This is about one thing: legacy. The leading contenders remain Miami, Golden State, Cleveland, Minnesota, and Philadelphia. For Minnesota, losing LeBron would be a major setback. They have limited financial flexibility, and there is no player available who can replace what LeBron brings. Because LeBron James is not just another free agent. He is still an all-star level superstar who can completely transform a franchise overnight. The NBA is waiting. One decision. One final mission. One last chance to witness history. The king is choosing his battlefield, and the entire league is watching.
Yo, mic check 1 to 2, -1, -2. Game over for this video, folks. Smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to stay in the huddle for more. This is NFL Madness, bringing the heat and signing out.